seagulls and the sandpipers and whatever. The sand crabs.
It was crazy.
And then the word got out how good it is.
Yeah, somebody
tried to find any of that stuff.
I was crabs right off the dock. $4 a bushel. Boy, we bring back 10 bushels and have a big crab feast.
Yeah, they're probably a huge #1 jam. I mean, a real
huge. Big crabs like this, very heavy, full of meat.
Right.
Hopefully we'll see those days again. That remains to be seen. Well, how did y'all get hooked up with Margaret? I guess
she took care of the people we bought the house from. She helped take care of the house.
Oh,
yeah, I remember that.
While she was with the artist?
Yeah, the artist. And
so she was already linked with that house.
She was already linked with that house. And so we needed somebody down there to clean up and take care of the house while the renters were going in and out. So we hired her to do that.
Right.
And so that's how we got to Margaret.
Did she own the house at first? Y'all bought it all?
It was an artist's house.
The artist owned the house. And then when it was a British colony, and right before we started going down there, Britain granted the Bahamas their independence. A guy named Penland became governor. It was called Penland, the Penland governor.
Right.
When the Penland government took over from England, the first thing they did was revoke all work permits of non-Bahamians, anyone who was not a citizen. They revoked their work permits so they couldn't work and earn a living anymore. Well, this artist couldn't sell her paintings.
Right.
So she had to leave.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
And we found out about it, and that's why Oh, yeah? Okay. It's a good walk. It's not raining.
That's right. Put it on.
Roll. So when they did that, it was so she decided to sell her house, and my partner, Bill Abel, found out about it.
So get a good deal on the house?
Yeah.
You know that house?
You know, we owned that house for
10 years.
Over 10 years.
74, 84.
Yeah. And so we sold it. When we sold it for exactly what we paid for it.
Well, at least you broke even on it.
We broke even on it. And we had all that fun turned to me.
So actually, you did more than
it was a huge plus as far as I was concerned.
I certainly agree with that. This only confirmed that that's my most favorite place in the world, and I had you to thank for that because obviously I was never experienced that.
Nobody would.
Yeah, that was from a 47-year-old perspective, it still hasn't changed. It has the same magic as that. And I didn't even get to snorkel this.
I remember every year, every time we were planning to go back, y'all always tell us, it's not going to be the same, things will probably be different, but don't get your hopes up. It wasn't always the same. It had nothing changed.
Being an insular kind of environment.
I remember we'd get there and we wouldn't be there 5 minutes before everybody would be in the house. All of Harvard's children would be over there.
Margaret drive up in her little beat up Kentucky.
It was a Renault.
Right. Was it a Renault? I thought it was a VW.
They had that kind of look to it.
Right.
She had corrected me on that. It was a Renault. I've never seen one like that before.
It always had that smell to it. Old vinyl.
They couldn't wait to get over there as soon as we hit the aisle.
But apparently they had as much fun with Don as we did. And that's the key thing about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you could tell, they were being hospitable and all that.
They were just going out of their way. Doing it.
We broke their
hospitable unless you really enjoy doing it.
followers.
Yeah, all the way out.
Out on the point waving by. Right.
And when we visited her, we were staying at Harbor Island 9 years ago, she, Lydia, and Andrew and their kids did the exact same thing. We left last time at 6 o'clock in the morning. Of course, nobody
waving goodbye to you at 6 in the morning.
No, nobody was waving goodbye.
I guess the scooters and all that are
taking
them driving
pictures? Are you taking pictures? Staples? Yeah, you had enough crabs?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Usually these miniature Japanese things.
I could have used your camera when I was in North Vegas.
Oh yeah, this bad boy, you would definitely need.
I would have had much better pictures, I can guarantee you.
You should probably get that one for his birthday.
I have a good camera, but I just walked off and forgot it all. I did something I don't normally do.
What?
I packed without making a list first. Writing down what I was going to take with me. When I do that, I don't forget anything. But I didn't do it this time. I forgot my camera. I'll never do that again.
Sounds like a plan.
I always make a list of everything I'm going to take. Socks and shoes and everything.
I tend to do that. Next time when I go to the Bahamas or something, I'm going to bring a backpack and not like a bunch of suitcases and all that stuff. Because I almost forgot my suitcase at the airport in Richmond. I was like at the ticket lady, and I just remembered I wasn't holding my suitcase, so I left it back in the chair place, and oh my god,
Yeah.
it scared me.
You have to be very careful. It's easy to forget things. Very easy.
This kind of give you a little rattle back.
Right.
Like a lawnmower.
How often do you have to order a plan?
Right.
Every day.
Every day.
It's quite fun.
Yeah,
It sounds like something burning.
How far do you have to go to order the plan?
3 blocks.
A lot of bodies running around there.
Good for you.
Fair number.
It's a great job.
That hasn't
Two
changed
houses.
a bit.
Double the money, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I always loved about that.
Gain money.
And Margaret, I don't know how much there is to this because Margaret's great, but she said that Priscilla with her new house on Russell Island, that she doesn't have any money there. Margaret felt like we could get
Well, it really depends on how much it
because she
costs.
really understood.
I'm actually,
get down there and then
I'm actually
rent a house kind of thing. I don't know how much can put it.
hoping to get a game for the money. Like, it all varies on how much I get because I'm trying to earn it so I can get this game that I really like that me and my friend played last night, and I'm hoping it'll be how much
That you earn.
But I know for a fact that
Did you ever take an Xbox back?
oh yeah, it
Oh,
works
good.
fine.
You got it, you got it.
Works fine. I got a hard drive with it when
Good.
I was with my Grammy.
Good.
I'm sorry, I didn't really get any of it.
It works
It's
fine.
working fine now? Good.
Missing is so hard, I can't even tell you.
There would be a place I would move to, I'd probably move there.
Yeah, only problem is with the hurricanes and all that kind of stuff. And it was a tough sell for Jennifer. I had to work
I was
Oh, really?
After working hard the next time.
I like to think not. I think
Did she enjoy herself, you feel?
well, at the time, she'd be on that beach and all the and the middle of the sand and all the fun, and she's just like, I'm blown away. I just cannot believe that this looks the way it does. But then there would be times where she would maybe get a little bored or whatever. So I was never bored.
Yeah.
I was never bored.
I can see that. Well, she's a good sport.
She was a good sport. But, the options are out there but there are charter boats that are readily available. There's Harbor Island. If you got to do a 4-star, it's very easily add that place. You have to drop a few bills. One thing that kept us back from the charter was one of them was going to take us out for a day snorkeling, but that's $250. And we would do a booze cruise on St. John for $50 a month. So, that's a strip. I imagine either Margaret or if I could hire Andrew or somebody like that, if it came to having to hire somebody, we could do that. Next time we go, we'll be more organized. All the way up until really this past year or so, it was just kind of an enigma, kind of almost an impossibility to it, in that you had no idea how to connect over there. And for a long time, it was a great job. But now with the internet, it's very accessible, and all that barrier is now not so much anymore. We have direct contact, so I think with direct contact, we can kind of tweak.
You'll be able to give them a advance notice.
I relied on regular mail, and it didn't work at all.
Telephone works better.
But for a longer time, that just didn't seem real, because I had no number, I had no area code, I had no, and they don't have a personal operating system. When you open up the phone and take up the phone, it's not like someone would say, like it used to be. So, to me, it just seemed like, who am I going to call kind of thing. I guess if I took more initiative, I could have maybe figured it out. But,
you could have gone online and found out the area code.
Well, now I know all that, but now I got the area code, and I got the phone numbers. We're friends with Lydia. I'm trying to be friends with Andrew, but he's probably out on his boat right now. So we have connections. We have direct connections. So all those little hurdles we had before are no longer.
See a lot of cell phones, stuff like that.
Yeah, electronics are definitely there. All the where the music was when we were last there was like a year behind.
Right.
They were just getting into Thriller, Michael Jackson, when we have already moved on to Prince and Purple Rain, which was a year later. So they were like a year behind. Well, they're all, you're hearing all.
No, they wouldn't be. They'd be right up to it.
It's right up to it.
iPhones and all that crap.
With all that stuff, that's just brought everything. At the same time, America gets it, they get it. They are very influenced and feeding everything from Florida to Miami.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's a whole nother world.
Yep, they drag into the 21st century.
As much as they care.
Yeah, as much as they care.
What's the old rec center still there?
It might have been, but I'm not sure. There's a place called the Gap, but I don't remember exactly where the rec center was.
I remember it was up the street from my house. It wasn't a far walk at all.
Now, not the place where they would sell the fudge and all that.
No.
They had a game room.
Yeah,
Game room. I think that's called the Gap.
Yeah. They had just built it or something.
That's right, because we were sitting on like Lucinda's porch and we had some old timers that weren't liking the new teenage spot. I remember one of them was going, they should just close that. As you expect an old timer to do. That's
What do they have by way of nighttime entertainment?
I see there's a lot of youth group activity. There was some like apartment kind of place a couple doors down from us. And I don't know if it was a birthday or a national holiday, but they were having quite the time up until well into midnight. There was something called Jackaroo or Jack Canoe or something. There's some kind of holiday related to the Bahamian whatever. And they were shooting fireworks off at like 11 o'clock. 2 nights in a row, we had fireworks being shot off.
fireworks there?
Really? It was some kind of national holiday, or someone had a birthday. I wasn't quite clear on who had what. But earlier that day, I walked out on the beach and I saw this little stand of tubes all clustered together. And it looked like mortar kind of thing. And then later on that night, they just lit that thing off and were shooting fireworks. But there's several restaurants there, and I think the Gap was kind of like where the skating is. Like generational Gap. Everybody's
It's something to do, you know. Keep them out of trouble somehow. That was a little bit. It's pretty wild.
I thought you'd been very venturesome, Randy, when just swum over to
Because I remember you and Bill doing it because you would hire some punk's head and he didn't show up to pick us up. So you and Bill had to go and swim across the set and fetch him to come and bring us on the boat to bring us home.
I thought my son would certainly swim over to Gun Point. I mean, it's not that far.
Well, I thought about it, but then I saw the barges and the large ships that would use that channel there. And I'm thinking,
Maybe it's a little busier now than it used
I
to
don't
be.
think I want him to be with me, you know, with
Heck
this
no, man.
ship. But it would taunt us because we would walk way out and then you just see it right there. You just see this channel dark blue and the barges and all that going through there.
I don't remember the traffic. I remember
And that's what Margaret said. You have to watch out for the ships out there.
But we were doing that. We didn't.
I don't
It was
remember
nothing.
any
It
of
was
it.
nothing. We were out there by ourselves.
That's the way I And the beach, just the prettiest cove, the white sand, but not a soul.
No.
You would have but even the Spanish Wales beaches, it was a half a dozen people, that was a busy day.
Yeah.
You had these beaches
Oh,
that
it is
you
well.
would never have anywhere else in the world. Almost all people.
Yeah. That was the way it was.
And then a few very jovial, like-minded people that are having another day in paradise just like you. So it was just this really easy going, friendly mindset. It was just such a neat vibe. Just really, just reconfirmed and even surpassed some of my memories. Like the water surpassed my memory. And I thought I had a really good handle on my memory of the water. It just blew me away.
You gotta see it. You can't conjure it up.
You can't even take pictures of it.
I can remember we zoom across this water, crystal aqua blue water, and you look down and you could see conch everywhere and the starfish everywhere. We just sea stars. They call them sea stars. And we would slow up and just jump in the water and pick them up and put them in the boat. And then Margaret would shoot them full of formaldehyde. And we'd take them home. And then we'd take them home.
She's saying, y'all was bleak. Y'all don't want to get too close to this stuff. She's like bathing in it.
Yeah, with the hypodermic needle in our backyard.
And we took them home. They have
We had a half dozen or more. Now they won't even let you do that. You can't even take a 3-ounce bottle of shampoo, never mind a sea salt.
You have to hide it on your check-in log.
Yeah, and hope that they don't spot it.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do it.
But even the Richmond airport had the naked body scan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell.
They didn't want me. They wanted Wall. They put Jennifer in there. They didn't want me. I'm sorry, that's a fancy.
What are you talking about?
I took everything, and I used a money clip, so I took the money clip stuff up and I just had my dollar bills and all the money in my pocket.
Did they call you on that?
Yeah, because it's money you scan through the house.
Hold your money.
You gotta hold it up.
Well, you can imagine some kind of big-minded person. He can just be, hanging out the place and see
Anything that I had that would show up
as a blob.
as a blob, I had to hold it in my hand. I didn't hold it in my hand, it gave me a pat.